Hello, this is Brandon P.T. Davis, theatrical scenic designer. In this Vectorworks tutorial, we're going to discuss symbols. A symbol gives the Vectorworks user the ability to save 2D and 3D objects in the resource manager. You can also access a library of symbols that come standard with the software in the resource manager. There are three main types of symbols. There's 2D symbols, 3D symbols, and hybrid symbols. A hybrid symbol contains both a 2D and 3D component. In this Vectorworks tutorial, we're going to talk specifically about 2D symbols. Currently, in the Resource Manager, I have created three symbols. Each symbol is a 2x2 rectangle with a 1x1 rectangle in the center. Note that each of these symbols has a 2 in the bottom right corner, 2 for 2D symbol. I'm going to place the first symbol, 2D square 1, in the document. By looking in the Object Info palette, you can see that this is labeled as 2D symbol. The class currently is at none on layer 1 on the layer plane. Its name is 2D square 1 and its units are world based. If I try to drag the handles, a pop-up will appear. It says, "Are you sure you want to scale the symbol instance?" I'm going to press no. I did this to illustrate that modifying the 2D symbol cannot be done from the outside. To adjust the 2D symbol, you can either right-click or double-click to edit the symbol. Before editing the symbol, I'm going to duplicate this symbol here. We have two identical 2D square 1 symbols. If I double click and edit the 2D component, I can modify the component. I can change the color, shape, line weight, etc. I'm going to change the inner fill to a yellow square. When I exit, both symbols have yellow squares. Looking at our two identical symbols named 2D square 1, I'm going to show you the scaling function from the Object Info palette. Here, the scaling we can set to symmetric or asymmetric. In this case, I'm going to set it to symmetric. I can scale this by a factor of 2, and we'll notice that now the symbol is twice as large. Taking the tape measure, I'll measure the corner 4 and 4 inches. Looking at the unscaled symbol, 2 and 2 inches. If we are to double click and edit the component, we'll see that the original component is still 2 and 2. So scaling the symbol from the Object Info palette simply scales the symbol itself and not the information within the symbol. The next symbol we're going to talk about is our 2D square 2 symbol. Note that this symbol is in blue, where the previous was in black. When a symbol name is in blue, this indicates that it is a grouped symbol. So when I add this symbol to the document, it will automatically convert from a symbol to a group. So here is the first 2D square 1 symbol. If we look in the Object Info palette, it is labeled as a 2D symbol. Now, selecting our 2D symbol 2, it simply says group. If I were to place 2 of these symbols next to each other, we have 2 groups, and neither are symbols. So if I go inside the group, and modify the inner square to a red color, it does not relate to the second group. The third symbol that we are going to look at is our 2D square 3. Note that the 2D square 3 symbol is in green. A green name indicates that it is a page-based symbol. The first two symbols that we looked at, the 2D symbol and the 2D group symbol, are unit-based. A page-based symbol means that the scale of the symbol will pay attention to the page layer rather than the unit layer. When dropping the 2D page-based symbol in the document, it appears quite large. When accessing a page-based symbol in the sheet layer, the symbol will be 2 by 2. Page-based symbols are generally created for documentation on the sheet layer. To create a symbol, first make the selection of what you want the symbol to be. Then go to Modify and Create Symbol. You can also do this by hitting Control K. Once the Create Symbol menu appears, the first thing you need to do is name the symbol. I'm going to name the symbol Circle. Then you make the decision if you're going to have the insertion point by Plan Projection Center or next mouse click. Next mouse click will allow you to choose a specific point. Next, select units, either page-based or world-based. World-based units are typically used in the workspace. Story-aware and insert in walls are common in architectural practice and not covered in this tutorial. Other options you have are leave instance in place. So after creating the symbol, you can insert the symbol at the same location. Change 2D objects from layer plane to screen plane, and convert to group. We discussed convert to group in this video. I'm going to press OK. The destination folder will be in our document Untitled 2. I'm going to press OK. Now I have created a 2D symbol. If we look in our resource manager, here is the 2D symbol. This concludes our Vectorworks tutorial on symbols. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you.